Jim Keeley, 2014 Scottsdale History Hall of Fame honoree. When you hear someone talk about Mr. Airpark, you know they're referring to Jim Keeley. For 33 years, he has sold property, promoted, researched, and written about every aspect of the Scottsdale Airpark. The Scottsdale Airpark has become one of the top 3 employment centers in Arizona and a catalyst for tourism, economic development, and quality of life for Scottsdale. The Airpark's success is due in large measure to his vision, dedication, and networking. Born and raised in Tucson, Jim was the 3rd child among 5 siblings raised by hardworking parents who were a police officer and a nurse. He majored in business at the University of Arizona and worked during the summers selling books door-to-door in Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. After graduation, he came to Phoenix to sell men's suits for the Tom James Company. Among his executive clients were a few commercial real estate brokers and developers, and he was intrigued by their line of work. Scottsdale-based Tom Treaacre gave Jim his start in real estate in 1981. Lacking experience in real estate or in the Scottsdale area, Jim began by knocking on doors in the mostly underdeveloped area around the Scottsdale Airport, known then as the Thunderbird Industrial Airpark. He teamed up with Art Mullen and co-founded Classic Real Estate Corporation in 1983. Their 10-person office focused on selling and leasing commercial and industrial buildings and land in the Scottsdale Airpark. In 1998, Jim sold half of Classic Real Estate to Colliers International, where he became founding partner of its Scottsdale office. As he is often reported, when he started in the early 1980s, there were about 300 companies in the airpark occupying some 400,000 square feet of facility space. The airpark was only 20% built out. There was no Loop 101 freeway, no Westworld, no TPC golf course, no surrounding retail or residential development. He remembers, too, that when he would approach a potential buyer in the 1980s, they considered the airpark way out of town, practically in South Flagstaff. Today, the Scottsdale Airpark has grown to over 3,000 companies occupying 30 million square feet and accessible from throughout the region via the Loop 101 and a more capable airport runway. Providing information and predicting trends for his clients, as well as to local businesses, trade groups, and government officials, has become his trademark. During an economic downturn in the 1980s, he realized that he needed a way to revitalize his business and draw more attention to the Scottsdale Airpark. He knew from experience that potential buyers demanded information about the local business environment to make their decisions, and he had that knowledge at his fingertips. He decided to begin providing an annual report about the Scottsdale Airpark that provided current statistics as well as his predictions of development trends for the next 20 years. Jim Keeley's Greater Scottsdale Airpark 2010 report became such a success that it has continued as Airpark 2020 and is now known as the Airpark 2030 report. Based on his in-depth knowledge of airpark business and real estate, he's been a sought-after speaker at business, economic development, financial, real estate, and civic meetings. He's always at the table when important discussions take place about the future of the airpark. Jim served 6 years on the Scottsdale Airport Advisory Commission, during which time the city completed a Part 139 study that increased the weight limit for the types of corporate jets that could land at the airport. Through his involvement on Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce committees, he helped enhance the airpark as an excellent place to work, invest, and grow a business. Jim has always made time to get involved in community activities, often in leadership positions. He's served on the boards of the Scottsdale Area Chamber of Commerce, the Friends of the Scottsdale Public Library, the Arizona Commerce Authority, and the Center for Kids First. Describing himself as a curious George, he thoroughly enjoyed learning about Scottsdale through Scottsdale Leadership Class 4, then chaired the organization in 1995. He's a life member of the Scottsdale Charros and has coached youth sports basketball. Jim married fellow University of Arizona graduate Teresa after she finished law school. They have 4 children whom they enjoy traveling with around the world whenever their hectic schedules permit. They've backpacked and hiked the 4 corners of the globe, including a trip to the base of Mount Everest. Mr. Airpark Jim Keeley is known for his service-first approach, which is to always be willing to do more than what you expect to get paid for. His plain and simple business philosophies, which colleagues refer to as his isms, contain such gems as aspire to inspire before you expire. And when the game is over, the king and the pawn go back in the same box. He's fair but firm in his negotiations and always provides his clients with more data than they'll need so that they can make informed decisions. He strives to do all that he can to ensure the vitality and sustainability of the Scottsdale Airpark and the broader area he calls the Loop 101 employment base. It is clear that he has succeeded. The entire community of Scottsdale has benefited from his focus on and vision for the greater Scottsdale Airpark area, its businesses, its employees, and its visitors.